Shri GURUBHYO NAMAHA. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo. Respected friends, welcome you all. What a beautiful day. Another one given to us by the Divine to do all our best to reach to the Divine. May we utilize this day in that way for that purpose alone. Here we are, friends, like every day, to do all our sadhanas to begin with. Vedic chanting, then our common sense thought, then the mantrocharana class, then our prarthana sankalpa, Upanishad mantra ucharana, Upanishad mantra adhyayana. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, fifth chapter, how the jiva gets into various shariras and gets bound. That subject is very crystal clearly given, is equal to the diagnosis of the dukkha problem of a jiva. And in that diagnosis itself, there is solution also. And like in case of physical ailments too, the doctor diagnoses the problem and suggests the treatment. And it's always in our choice whether we want to take that treatment, become healthy, or just continue suffering by not taking the treatment. Here also, the problem solution both are told, whether we apply the solution or not. No guru, no expression of the God are interested or insisting. It is absolutely our choice. We can continue to be bound. Who says not? I know? No, 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 understood. We have to come out of it. I want to come out. Welcome. Okay. That portion we will see thereafter. Our Upanishad class. Then we'll have our Gita study in Hindi with Adi Shankara Bhashyam. The beautiful mantras going on. Yogastha Kuru Karmani. Then Durena Hyavaram Karma. All this sublime, deep, ultimate guidances Bhagavan Krishna is giving from the word go, from the Kutastva Kashmalam onwards. That we will see. After that, we will spend some 25-30 minutes to do our chanting of the fifth last Mandasmita Shatakam, the Panchama Shatakam of the Mukha Panchashati. I don't know whether you are attending or not, your conveniences, no problem. But beautiful chantings they are. And I thought, can believe and suggest such opportunities are another way of the divine wanting to bless us. And not attending to them, spending the time elsewhere is succumbing to our own mind and missing the opportunity and disproving our purushartha and proving our uh, irresponsibility for our own sadhana. You know, where do we get all these rarer than the rarest chants? So beautifully we are doing, sitting at your own home, you can do it. Yet this is a very light suggestion only. Neither I am interested in requesting you nor have right to order you. But beautiful chantings going on. That Moka Panchashati, once it's over today, then so many other stotras will chant in our next 4 days of this Sharan Navaratri. And then the Lord wants, maybe again in the evening or afternoon, maybe at least one session of 25 minutes, we continue doing the Parayana of Stotras because I found in that site hundreds of them are there, and then every stotra chanting is giving an opportunity again to remind ourselves of our goal, rededicate to the goal, and requesting the divine to bless. It's a very, very excellent thing. As I was chanting all these Mukha Panchashati, 50-40% of the mantras were understood. And it is so soothing. Excellent, it is so beautiful. And before Mukha Panchashati, that Mani Dvipa Varnana was so sublime. Oh, awesome it was. The abode of the mother. It was so exhaustively explained in 300 shlokas. All of that we were lucky to recite. Now let us start our day with our Vedic chanting. Veda Mantra Manjari. We have done our Rudram Lagunyasaha Namakam Chamakam. Today we will do our Purusha Suktam. And if the time is there, what is next? That one also. 8 to 9 minutes we will do. Start. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणम् पुरुषसूक्तम् ॐ तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ सहस्रशीर्षः पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदयित्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः सम्भृतं पृषदाज्यं पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जज्ञिरे छन्दागंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त एके चोभयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरूपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरो तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णौ द्यौः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्ततादि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेधसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. In the sequence, Durga Suktam is there. It will take hardly 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let us chant Om Atha Durga Suktam. Today Friday also and Navaratras, wonderful. Om Jata Vedase Sunavamaso Mamarati Yato Nidahati Vedaha Sanah Parshadati Durga Nivishwa Naveva Sindhum Duritatyagnihi तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीगं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्ति विरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूश्च पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय संयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेद सिन्धुन्न नावादुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यवितातनूनां वृतनाजितगं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगं हुवेम परमात् सधस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमीढ्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होता नव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं विप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौ भगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्तां Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgihi Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more we can do in 2 minutes. Om Atha Ayushya Suktam. Om Om Yo Brahma Brahmana Ujjahara Pranaihi Shira Kruttivasa Pinaki Ishano Deva Sana Ayurdadhatu Tasmai Juhomi Havishagrutena Vibhrajamanaha Sarirasya Madhyat Rochamano Dharmaruchirya Agad समृत्युपाशानपनुद्य घोरानिहायुषेणो घृतमत्तु देवः ब्रह्मज्योतिर्ब्रह्मपत्नीषु गर्भं यमादधात् पुरुरूपं जयन्तम् सुवर्णरम्भग्रहमर्कमर्च्यं तमायुषे वर्धयामो घृतेन श्रियं लक्ष्मीमौबलामम्बिकां गां षष्ठीं च यामिन्द्रसेनेत्युदाहुः तां विद्यां ब्रह्मयोनिगं स्वरूपामिहायुषे तर्पयामो घृतेन दाक्षायण्यः सर्वयोन्यः स योन्यः सहस्रशो विश्वरूपा विरूपाः ससूनवः सपतयः स योत्या आयुषेणो घृतमिदं जुषन्ताम् दिव्या गणा बहुरूपाः पुराणा आयुश्छिदो नः प्रमथ्नन्तु वीरान् तेभ्यो जुहोमि बहुधा घृतेन मानः प्रजागं रीरिषो मोत वीरान् एकः पुरस्तात् य इदं बभूव यतो बभूव भुवनस्य गोपाः यमप्येति भुवनगं साम्पराये स नो हविर्घृत विहायुषेत्तु देवः वसून् रुद्रानादित्यान् मरुतोऽथ साध्यान् ऋभून् यक्षान् गन्धर्वागश्च पितृगश्च विश्वान् भृगून् सर्पागश्चाङ्गिरसोऽथ सर्वान् घृतगं हुत्वा स्वायुष्यामहयाम शश्वत विष्णो त्वन्नो अन्तमः शर्म यच्च सहन्त्य प्रतेधारामधुश्च्युत उत्सं द्रुहदुह्रते अक्षितम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Bhagya Suktam onwards, whatever are there, we'll enjoy doing them tomorrow. Right. Our today's second topic, friends, the common sense thought is very simple. As we are, thank God, thankfully, studying our Shastras, listening, some of you are attending more than even one class. Some of you are even listening to other people also. Very good. These are all very good blessings and invokings. Then the thought today is let us in that way, whatever the knowledge is gained, be practical also about. And in the practicality, what is there, whether it is within ourselves or within our outside in the world, becoming aware of the knowledge gained and trying to utilize that knowledge. That's it. So, out of so many things, one simple aspect today we talk about, and the aspect of practice to visualize the world. है ना? When the outer world of things and beings are seen by us. In any of these ways, when the world is seen, it is a sadhana, it is not a bondage. Anything the other way, when the world is seen, it is the bondage. So, how the world has to be seen? In so many ways. One is what? The world in front of me is the gift given to me by the Lord, an attitude. The world in front of me is a place for me to do my duties. है ना? If the world is not presented by the Lord, the so-called dharma duties, where can we do? So for us to do our swadharma, Bhagavan has presented this most enchanting, beautiful world in front of us. Then the world in front of me, presented by the Lord for me to do little extra called as the seva, isn't it? That attitude and then looking out for that opportunity. See, that person who in this way thinks, looks for opportunity to serve the world, he is only invoking the goodwill from the world. He is staying in this world. He is a sadhana only, never a bondage. So too, the world in front of me is there for me to learn the beautiful art of loving unconditionally, loving without any biasness, loving universally, loving without any return or expectation. One day entertain this thought. Now हफ्ते में 7 दिन है तो एक एक दिन इनमें से एक थॉट लेकर सुबह सुबह एंटर इनटू द वर्ल्ड. Then look at the whole world that day, whether they are objects, whether they are beings, whether there are some activities that are happening, just to pour out that love from within, that feeling of the love. As we have the love for some of the things which we like, that feeling of love you can express, and love and service go together. We can serve without love, but we cannot love without service. Therefore, expressing that love as service. If that service possible, grossly outside do. If not, the subtle service of, you know, expressing that goodwill, expressing that prayers that this world should be comfortable, happy. You know, at large, the total world we can pray for, or individually, whatever the unit of this world we are seeing, for that also we can express our love by praying. No matter whoever the being may be, whatever the being may be. It may be a cat you are watching. So may it get its food today. May it be happy today. When you see a crow, just pray that let that crow live long and be happy without pain. When you see a person, anybody, a beggar you see, may he freed from this, the beggary way of life and get that employment and live on his own foot or feet. Isn't it? When you see a youngster, may he get his studies successfully done, may he get the job very soon. And when you see a middle aged man, just pray for him, may he have all the targets, objects to be achieved without any problem or hindrance. When you look at an elderly man, may his elderly age go through, may he go through without any of the pains, any of the old age, those type of struggles, etc. You know, when you look at a patient, may he quickly come out of the disease, may he have full health gained. See that any animal you see, any insect we see, any bird we see, any human we see, may they evolve in their adhyatmikata. These are all prayers, expression of our beautiful feeling of love for the fellow world. Pray for the trees that they may get the good sunlight and waters and minerals so that they enjoy themselves being a contributor to the world in their own way. Pray to the mountains that they may not be disturbed by any of the thunderbolts. Isn't it? Pray to the rivers that they may perennially flow, fulfilling their life by giving life to the beings en route. May they not be polluted, isn't it? Anywhere, see, it's a beautiful sadhana. It's all positive, creative, constructive, useful way of utilizing time, utilizing the ability of our antakarana. Because what we think, that's what happens for us or the world. When you look at the politicians, I'm heart and heart congratulate them Good that you are selected, elected, and heart in heart pray for them that may you live long and healthy, and may your intellect be first very pure in its intentions, second very perfect in its plannings to serve the nation. See that when you see a doctor, may you be having the joy of treating so many patients today and freeing from the diseases. Any professional you see, है ना, a taxi wala dekha, may you get good savari today who give you lots of tips, isn't it? And then you are happy today with lots of money taken home. A cute child you see, 6 months ka, may you grow so fully well, healthy, loved by, nurtured by, nourished by everyone around you healthily. May you have good education, good atmosphere around, good values given, may you become an asset to the world. अब देखो, may you grow spiritually. So this is what the world in front of us is to express our love. This is how we look at the world. Then this world is no more a problem. The world is a problem when we look at the world with the biased vision based by the attitude of the world is for me. The world is not for me. I am for the world. In that world is for me attitude, there is selfishness, there is raga dvesha, there is a kama krodha, there is bhoga buddhi in this world. That is in our own mind. You know, when we spoke so many things so far, how beautiful, healthy thoughts were there. They were, and that way we can live with the world. Why we always think the world is only for my enjoyment, and all of us are trained that way to look at the world as a bhogya vastu. All are doing like that, and we think that's the way it has to be looked at. No, then go in a spiritual way. In spiritual way, look at the world. What the whole world is permeated by my own Ishta Devata. In the form of the tree is my Krishna Kannaya only, isn't it? In the form of that mountain, the Lord alone is appearing. Is this flowing Brahman, our flowing Lord is this Gangaji. See that? My own Ishta Devata is there in the form of that human, that animal, that bird. That's what Vibhuti Yoga, no? भगवान taught us in Gita कि सब मेरे ही विभूति है. यद्यद् विभूतिमत् सत्वं श्रीमद् ऊर्जितम एव तत्तदेव अवगच्छतु मम तेजोंश समो अथवा बहुना एतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवा अर्जुन इष्टभ्यहम इदं कृष्णमेकांशेन स्थितः. It is me only. So my own Ishta Devata is permeating everywhere. See that. When you look at a cow, see the Krishna is in that form. My own Rama is in that form. My mother Durga is in that form. My Lord Shiva is in that way. Dekho, you are looking at the world and remembering your Lord. Earlier, we are looking at the world and remembering our ego, remembering our desires, vasanas, and remembering our bhoga pravritti. And like a rakshasa, we are pravrutta with the world. First in the mind, second in the action. Isn't it? A beautiful flower we see. See that Krishna in that form. A lotus blossomed, a rose blossomed, a sunflower blossomed. How beautiful. Sarvam Krishnamayam Jagatna, Sarvam Ramamayam. Right? Then the other way is what? Whenever the world tries to tempt me, or I myself get those vikara yukta vrittis towards the world, immediately bring that other Vedantic aspect. The world is mithya, the rupanama, the mithya. It is also another sadhana. Look at the world, strengthen the thought that it is not real, it is mithya. It is in its own way a sadhana, that also one way of understanding the world. And the another aspect is the world is nothing but the Brahman, the Sat Chit only playing in this Rupa Nama Rupa. Keep practicing it. Wherever we are, whatever the duty that is to be done, do it. Give as much attention as it requires. Some works require 10% attention, some require 20. If the works are very, very serious, like driving, they require 100%. Some works need 60, 70%. So the remaining percent of the attention or awareness can be utilized in this way of entertaining our own mind. See, mind is awakened mind is seeing the world, but world is seen as the truth, the reality. See how beautiful it is? Or in a positive manner. And the last but not the least is what? Where is the world other than me? I myself am in this form, in that form. I, the true self. Isn't it? Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pashyati. Tasyaham na pranashyami sajamena pranashyati. Sarvabhuta sthitam yo mam bhajati ekattvamastitaha. All Gita sarvatarthamanopi. है ना यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मा एव अभूत विजानतः. दिस ऑल वी स्टडीड. नाउ लेट अस डू प्रैक्टिस. उपनिषद पढ़ रहे हैं ना, अब उतारो उसको अपने अंदर. जस्ट लाइक द ईट एंड फूड, व्हेन इट गेट्स डाइजेस्टेड एंड बिकम्स एनर्जी एंड उतरता है हमारे अंग प्रत्यंग में, then we are using those anga pratyanga, then only the meaning to the food eaten. So to the intellectual food of shastra shravana we are eating every day. So should it not be assimilated, digested, and utilized in these ways of living every moment? Isn't it? So this is how we have to look at the world. The Atma Drushti, the Tatma Drushti, the Bhagavad Drushti, the Mithya Drushti. These are all the Adhyatmika way of seeing. Then the Karuna Drushti, the Prema Drushti, the Seva Drushti, the Dharma Drushti. These are all the Vyavaharik Drushtis. So Yatha Drushti, Tada Drushti. In and through all, there is no mind having the negative Drushti, Shatru Drushti, Vikara Drushti, है ना, द्वेष्य दृष्टि. ये सारा हम एंटरटेन करें तो हो जाता है, छोड़ दे तो छूट जाता. Who is there in this world as enemy to? Nobody. Nobody. But he has done a harm to me. So okay, it was my mistake. I was not alert. It's a prarabdha. So what? That's what the test to me. That in spite of such happenings, am I able to see the divinity there? I have decided to see divinity in whatever the form it comes. Sometimes it comes in the form of the most benevolent mother and father. Another time it comes as the Shatru. Paramatma only coming that way. Samashatru, Samitrecha. So this is how, though we have spoken very high level of spiritual thought, but this is what also can be a common sense of practice. Casually, bas. Take out any object, a newspaper, liya. It's nothing but Paramatma. In that, whoever has written the articles, it is the Ishvara only in that way expressing. What is the content it is? Don't judge it as good or bad. It is Paramatma that way playing. When you come to the Vyavahara level, yeah, the editor given good editorial, useful for the public, etc. As other comments. है ना? So in this way, today's our common sense thought is to be practical of what we have studied or studying in the Shastra. Right, friends? That should be enough. Now let us go to the third aspect today of our mantrocharana. Today being most auspicious, fifth day of the Navaratras and the day of the Mother, Shukravara. So we will chant. Uh, every day we do one mantra. Na? I explain you the meaning and we are doing. Today, just for a change, we do this Aparajita Stotram which I have sent you. Okay? In that, it is from the Durga Saptashati. Uh, Mother, again, what we just now explained in the common sense thought, same thing. That mother alone is there in the form of all these thoughts, all these emotions, all these understandings, all these powers, etc. is said in this every mantra. Very easy. For example, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita. So Slowly, while chanting that mantra, look at the beings and whatever the buddhi they have in that form, that mother alone is there. ऐसे फीलिंग करते हुए चैंट करो एंड एट दिस टाइम ऑफ चैंटिंग वट एवर द फीलिंग वी ब्रॉट दैट इज साधना हो गया और उसका फल जो भगवान देना है दे देंगे ऑलरेडी वी आर स्टडिंग गीता यू नो योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा सी दैट संगम ईश्वर तुष्यतु दैट संग आल्सो शुड नॉट बी देयर देन सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा अंतकरण शुद्धि रूप सिद्धि leading to the Atmanubhava Siddhi. Whether it happens or not happens, Samaha. So in that Samatta Rupa we stay and do the sadhana at the time of doing. Need not worry, result will come. Focus on doing, what has to happen will happen. गीता का ये जो 2-3 दिन से हम पाठ पढ़ रहे हैं ना, that's the most beautiful thing to relaxedly enjoy doing what we have to do. There is no anxiety. All anxieties, worries, tensions, which are there always for the result which will come in the future, are cut asunder by the Lord by those two shlokas. If you are keen to observe, if you are careful to catch it, lucky we are going through all those. Correct, friends? Now, hope you have that with you. Let us chant that. Om Atashri Aparajita Stotram. I'm not explaining the meaning. I told you one mantra. The remaining 25 mantras will be like that. First 2-3 mantras are introduction. If I start explaining, it becomes big satsanga. Some other time when the Lord blesses us to study Durga Saptashati, we'll do that. Durga Saptashati is again a very sublime text. It talks about nothing but the Granthi Bhedanam and thereby Stula Sukshma Karana Sharira and 3 gunas, transcendence and realizing the Brahman. That's what is whole Durga Saptashati. Om Atha Aparajita Stotram. While chanting only, I'll go through slowly. You are in a meditational mood. Om Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatam Namaha Namah Prakrutyai Bhadrayai Niyataha Pranataha Smatam Raudrayai Namo Nityayai Gauryai Dhatriyai Namo Namaha Jyotsnayai Chendurupinyai Sukhaयै सततं नमः कल्याण्यै प्रणतावृद्ध्यै सिद्ध्यै कुर्मो नमो नमः नैऋत्यै भूभृतां लक्ष्म्यै शर्वाण्यै ते नमो नमः दुर्गा कल्याण्यै प्रणतावृद्ध्यै सिद्ध्यै कुर्मो नमो नमः नैऋत्यै भूभृतां लक्ष्म्यै शर्वाण्यै ते नमो नमः दुर्गायै दुर्गपारायै सारायै सर्वकारिण्यै ख्यात्यै तथैव कृष्णायै धूम्रायै सततं नमः अतिसौम्यातिरौद्रायै नतास्तस्यै नमो नमः नमो जगत्प्रतिष्ठायै देव्यै कृत्यै नमो नमः ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतनेत्यभिधीयते नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः चेतना बुद्धि या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः निद्रा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. So Chetana is Jagrat, Buddhi is Swapna, Nidrat is Sushupti. Kshudha. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kshudha Rupena Samsthita. Hunger. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Chaya or reflection or resemblance. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu छायारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः शक्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः तृष्णा पॉजिटिव ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तृष्णारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः क्षान्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु क्षान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः जाति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु जातिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः लज्जा ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः शान्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः श्रद्धा ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः कान्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः लक्ष्मी ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः वृत्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु वृत्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः स्मृति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु स्मृतिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः दया ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः तुष्टि ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः मातृ ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः भ्रान्ति ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भ्रान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः इंद्रियाधिष्ठात्री and Chidrupadi. इन्द्रियाणाम् अधिष्ठात्री भूतानां चाखिलेषु या भूतेषु सततं तस्यै व्याप्त्यै देव्यै नमो नमः चितिरूपेण या कृत्स्नम् एतत् व्याप्य स्थिता जगत् नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः This Chiti Rupena alone can be taken as the Atma Rupena, the Brahma Rupena, etc. So too the Buddhi Rupena itself can be chanted as Jnana Rupena, Vijnana Rupena, etc. So in this way, let us salute the expression of the Divine Mother only in all these forms. That is the Divya Shakti of Paramatma. When we understand, respect, tune properly, that Shakti alone entertains us in everything, and that Shakti alone takes us towards the divine too. है ना? The agatita ghatana patiyasi mata maya. Thank you, friends. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ करुणावरुणालय पालय माम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेनस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिकप्रगति धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्नसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायामागतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः शङ्कर भाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायणमथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः 9 to 12 ॐ ज्ञाग्न्यौ द्वावजानि वीशनीशौ अजाहेका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत् क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः एतद् ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत्. Yes, thoroughly we have studied the 11th mantra again with Bhashyam. What is talked here? Continuation about the JEEVA, and in that too, the JEEVA, who is none other than you and I. How we got in the past the hundreds of shariras, how we got this sharira present along with all the surroundings around, and how we are going to get our future shariras. Which loka, which sharira, and that also which linga. Like loka is manushya, sharir, loka is bhuloka, let us say. Then Sharira is Manushya. Linga is man or woman or Yuta. Or Loka is Bhuloka. Uh, Sharira is, let us say, Pashu, a cow, that jati. So then that also the Stri Punna Punsaka, a cow or bull or what. How we are going to get our Sharira? What determines? Okay? And the provider is the Lord. And then details about which karma gives us which type of Pashu ityadi are there in the Purana Itihasa, refer to them. More easier technique is very simple. Look at the Pashus, what they are doing. If we do that, we get that Sharir. Like the tiger mercilessly hunts and kills the animal, isn't it? If we have in our house the mind of hunting or killing or destroying others for our selfish purpose, so we are going to be born as any of those wild animals. In that way, you can observe the buffalo. Just sits only for the whole day. Whole day it can sit, like that whole life it can sit. And very aram se टहलता हुआ वो, it will go only to the place where some grass is there. If we are also aram se lazily टहलते हुए only going to the kitchen and bedroom and bathroom and hall to watch TV, next life the fellow to buffalo. In that way, we can see the animal's pravartana. We will be like that. If our thoughts are poisonous, wanting to poisonously harm others, अब सांप बनेंगे अगले जन्म में सांप जी बन गए. Earlier, the भाई साहब भैंस साहब बन गए. You can see that it's not difficult at all. So too, the positive aspects, a saintly person. If we have that attitude, we'll get that saintly life. Next one, a divine personality like serving others continuously like the Devatas, then Devata Shariras come to us. So too, in all our Purana Itihasa, Spashta Rupena it is said, ki if this Upasana is done, this Lord is worshipped, this Yagna is done, then in that Loka, that Sharira you get and that Bhoga also you get. Didn't we see that? गन्धर्वलोकं गच्छति गंधर्व राजा भवति इंद्रलोकं गच्छति देवता भवति और इंद्र एव भवति. If that particular upasana puja is done, है ना? In Kathad Upanishad, imam lokam heenataram va vishanti, Mundakopanishad, if one does lots of papa, etc. Clear? So be very careful about every moment's sankalpana, sparshana, drushti. That's the meaning. Sankalpana, sparshana, drushti, mohai, grasambhrushtya cha atma vivruddhi janma कर्मानुगान्यनु क्रमेण देहि स्थानेषु रूपाणि अभिसंप्रपद्यते सङ्कल्पनस्पर्शनदृष्टिमोहैः ग्रासाम्बुवृष्ट्या च आत्मविवृद्धिजन्म कर्मानुगान्यनुक्रमेण देहि स्थानेषु रूपाणि अभिसंप्रपद्यते. So every sankalpa we do with the mind, every sparshana we do with our hand, every drushti we have toward the objects, and every of other sense organs we utilizing. They determine our future janma. Second, by utilizing these faculties, when we get the moha, okay, this sankalpana, sparshana, drushti, these are three. Then because of these three, there is a moha. ऐसा आप कह सकते हो, या मोह कैन बी द फोर्थ एस्पेक्ट by our misunderstandings, by miscalculations. The moha can be of the buddhi, sankalpana is of the mind. Drishti is of the Jnanendriya, Sparsha also is Jnanendriya. Through them, what do we do? तैः संकल्पना स्पर्शना दृष्टि मोहैः शुभाशुभानि कर्माणि निष्पद्यन्ते. By us, the Shubha karma and Ashubha karmas are being done. Shubha-shubhani karmani. So, in that only you have to add. Sankalpana, Shubha karma. Shubha sankalpa, if you do it, is Shubha karma. So, Ashubha sankalpa, if you do Ashubha karma. So, to drishti, if you have the Shubha drishti, then you have Shubha karma. If you have the Ashubha drishti, then you have the Ashubha karma. If your sparsha is positive, then Shubha karma. If the sparsha is negative, Ashubha. Hai na? You can touch your friend with a positive, loving aspect also, sparsha. You can give a banging also. It's called as sparshana. So to moha. Moha is interesting. Huh? By mistake we can do good things. By mistake we can do bad also. Deluded. Moha means there the non-understanding. You know, like by non-understanding, I can follow somebody's misguidance and do wrong. Or by non-understanding, I can, with faith, I can follow a saint's advice also. Good karma. Details I don't know, but my guru told I am doing. It's a moha. Why moha it is? Because you didn't understand. But it's a good Shubha karma because Guru told that Shubha karma. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है. For various problems, when you go to the saints, they tell us some upasana, some nishtha, some anushta. Details they won't tell and we don't ask and we don't know. That is the moha. But we do that. Here moha is don't take only negative sense. Moha means we don't know. But Guru told, I have done. It's a Shubha karma. It gave the result. Like a medicine. Taking medicine is a moha only. Because you don't know the components of this medicine. Do you know all the salts that are there? The antibacterial things. Do you study? It's a moha only. Have you really seen that how that particular poison called medicine called poison, goes into the system and through that blood circulation to that part and fights with that whatever the antigen antibody reaction. Waha hokar it will kill. Do you study that? No. We don't have all that pharmacology knowledge. Therefore, what doctor medicine is a moha only. We do it. So to so many places. The work given by the boss or the officer or the parents, हम करते हैं उसके पूरे चीज हमको नहीं पता बट अच्छे काम भी हो सकते हैं. Therefore, by sankalpana, sparshana, drushti, moha, we do shubha and ashubha karma. So in Shastra, exhaustively given what are Shubha and what are Ashubha karma. We have to study them. We cannot be blind. That's why animals cannot study Shastra. इसलिए उनको शुभ कर्म अशुभ कर्म ये नहीं है. That's why for them falling down, rising above is not there. Because they just exhaust their prarabdha. But human beings have the intellect to study, understand what is Shubha karma and Ashubha karma on the basis of Shastra. Then we can do Shubha, avoid Ashubha. And whether we study Shastra or not, as we said just now, guided misguided by our own mind or somebody else, Shubha Ashubha karmas keep on happening. बस मन में को याद आया तुरंत यू गिव ए गाली टू हिम इन द माइंड. संकल्पना पाप कर्म हो गए. The other person remembered, oh, he is suffering, may he be freed from that suffering. Shubha karma happened in the mind. Like that. So, taihi sankalpana sparshana drushti mohaihi shubhashubhani karmani nishpadyante. Tataha, tata means from that done karmas. Karma anugani, the karma anugani anukramena dehi sthaneshu rupani api samprapadyate. That's the shloka. So, karma anugani, depending on the karmas done, anukramena, as per the sequence, as it is permitted, dehi, this jiva, sthaneshu, in different lokas, rupani, different shariras, abhisamprapadyate, he obtains. Same thing in the Bhashya. Bhashyakara says, he tatha karmanugani means karma anusarini. According to the karma, he will get rupani. Which are the rupani? Stri, napumsaka, lakshanani. So karmanugani, karma anusarini, stri napumsaka lakshanani, anukramena. What is anukrama here? Paripaka apekshaya. Paripaka. Which karmas have become paripaka for them to express? Which have become conducive, fructifiable, they have to express. That's the meaning of paripaka apekshaya. Dehi, this you and I, the martyaha, the jiva, sthaneshu. Sthaneshu means in the different wombs. Which are they? Deva, Teriyang, Manusyadishu. So the sthaneshu, the yonis are Deva, Teriyang, Manusha. The shariras are the stri, pum, napumsaka. The causes are the shubha, shubha, karma. And the anukrama is depending on the paripaka apekshaya. And the karmas are done by संकल्पना स्पर्शना दृष्टि मोह. सो संकल्पना स्पर्श दृष्टि मोह के द्वारा हम शुभ अशुभ कर्म जब करते हैं उसके फ्रक्टिफिकेशन के अनुसार इन द देव तिर्यंग मनुष्य आदि शरीर स्त्री पुम नपुंसक आदि शरीर वी गेट इंक्लूडिंग जाति आयुर्भोग which family we are born and how long we will live and through that body what are the sukha dukkhas we are going to get. ये सारा वहां सेट होकर आता है. That's why many a times we cannot avoid. We can use wisdom to maybe remain as with Sakshi if we have the Vedantic Jnanam, but we cannot avoid that problem. है ना? Like for example, if your wife is beating you or scolding you, after even listening Vedanta, you can remain as Sakshi, but you can't avoid. Isn't it? If she troubles you or if he troubles you, you cannot avoid it. That's the prarabdha, that karma phala. But you can do the present purushartha of remaining as Sakshi. Or the present purushartha of reacting and revolting and getting frustrated and doing some other karma which will again lead to the next karma phala. Okay. In this way, we get the shariras. Tatra drishtantamaha, example visa, grasa ambunoho, annapanayoho, anitayoho, vrishtihi asechanam. Annapana, when in an uncontrolled manner or irregular manner or in whatever the manner we keep on consuming, what will happen is say, asechanam nidanam. What will happen with it? Atmanah sharirasya vruddhi jayate tha. Just like the Sharira Vritti happens because of the foods taken, Tadvat in the same way. So for the Sharira, the food taken and gives the strength, energy, health or weakness or no health. What food we take. In the same way, the karmas done by us get us the different Shariras, Urdhva or Adho or middle. Middle is human life. Adho is the animal, etc. Tiryaketas. Urdhva is the Devatas Gandha. So this Siddhanta Upanishad Shrutivata herself is saying, and Purana Itihasa में thousands of examples are given. Gita Adishastra become an authority. Like when Arjuna asks कि साधना करते करते बिना फल पाए मैं मर जाऊंगा तो फल भी नहीं मिला और वर्ल्डली भोग also I gave up. So I'd be like Chinna Abhramiva Ubhay Vibrashta. I'm like a Sharad Ritu cloud which appeared but never rained. In Hindi, na ghar ka na ghat ka banunga. What about me or such? Bhagavan said, nothing to worry. Never ever what good sadhana we do goes waste. Good karma done goes waste. Never, never. So Bhagavan Krishna clearly says, पार्थनैवेह नामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते नैव कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति प्राप्य पुण्यकृतान् लोकान् उषित्वा शाश्वते समाः शुचिनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टो विजायते etc. That means what? In present, from now onwards or so far, every day when we are doing the Shastra Shravana, Shastra Adhyayana, very good upasanas, prayers, dana, the karma, so they're all residing are Uttama Swargalokadi Prapti. Then also, once this punya is over, in the next life we are going to be born in saintly house. We get it. Or if you are entertaining all the criminal thoughts, all negative thoughts, then understand we'll be born in Pakistan. In a country where terrorism is the only way. Fanaticism, terrorism. If we are like that, we will be like that. If we are having the thoughts of Nastikata, so that life will be born in Nastika. China में जन्म लोगे communist. All samples are there on this earth only. Is it clear? Sankalpana, Sparshana, Drushti, Mohaihi. We do the karmas. So karma anugani, karma anukramena dehi, sthaneshu rupani ami samprapadyate. So therefore be careful in doing karma, sankalpas and sparsha, drushti, ityadi and the karmas. Careful rahna. Don't entertain any worldly or vulgar or negative thoughts. हमेशा positive, positive. ठीक है? Continuation, because of this karma and karma phala setup that's working in the world, what shariras we get, it's continued. Now, chanting the 12th mantra, Stulani Sukshmani Bahuni Chaiva Rupani Dehi Swagunair Vrunoti Kriya Gunairatma Gunaishchatesha Samyoga Hetura Paropi Drushtaha स्थूलानि सूक्ष्माणि बहूनि चैव रूपाणि देहि स्वगुणैर्वृणोति क्रियागुणैरात्मगुणैश्च तेषां संयोगहेतुरपरोऽपि दृष्टः स्थूलानि सूक्ष्माणि बहूनि चैव रूपाणि देहि स्वगुणैर्वृणोति क्रियागुणैरात्मगुणैश्च तेषां संयोगहेतुरपरोऽपि दृष्टः. So in this way, stulani, sukshmani, bahuni chaiva rupani. So stula rupa, sukshma, it's a continuation of that only. So stula rupa, sukshma rupa. Stula sukshma either by the size or by the sophistication. Size wise stula rupa is elephant, sukshma rupa means ant. Quality wise stula rupa is animals, sukshma rupa is the human or the divine. Devata Sharya. Either way, we'll see the Bhashyam. Stulani Sukshmani Bahuni Chaiva Rupani Tehi Swagunair Urunoti. Guna here means karmas. He gets. Then Kriya Gunaihi Atma Gunaisha Tesham. Again, when he gets the upadhis, with those upadhis and the karmas, again when he gets identified and does the karma, that leads to again further life. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are going on doing the karmas, getting the shariras, doing the karmas, getting the shariras. Sometimes good karma, the great sharira, the bad karmas, lower sharira. This whole is samsara. And in between, the jara, roga, mrityu, ityadi, and bhaya, then to sustain that sharira, only doing dharma, dharma, papa, punya, अब यही सिलसिला चल रहा है. And these are all uncalled for from the absolute standpoint. One can bypass all of that and straight away enter into the self. So that will be told in the next two shlokas. In this shloka, what is said already we have seen with Bhasha. If you study 5 minutes, that should be enough. Then the two shlokas are there. And tomorrow, after the Bhashya of this mantra number 12, in one paragraph, the way how by knowing our essential self we get the moksha, that said by Adi Shankara is so profound, so complete, so beautiful, so exhaustive in every of his Upanishadic commentary, finding one or the other occasion this most important essence of the entire Vedanta, he definitely gives. In the beginning only Sambandha Bhashya may give, or in between any of these slokas they come, he will give, or as a Sambandha Bhashya between two adhyayas he will give, or towards the end. But it's the best topic of how we get bound, then how we continue as a samsari, then how we get an opportunity to meet a saint somewhere or the other. Then by that, some punya karma starts happening in us. Then we start becoming purified. We get chance for listening to Shastra. तो ये सारा जो है ना, that beautiful topic. Don't miss tomorrow's class whatsoever. 10 minutes we'll see our mantra, number the 11th one, 12th one, then we see this Sambandha Bhashya. This Sambandha Bhashya tells how to get moksha, and based on that the two mantras. Majdar matlab majdar. Oh, fantastic. I'll just read it for 1 minute so that you get interested to come. Saha evam avidya kama karma phala ragadi guru bharakrantah alavuriva sandra jala nimagnaha nischayena deha aham bhava mapannaha preta tiriyang manushadi yonishu ajivam jiva bhava mapannaha katanchit पुण्यवशाद ईश्वरार्थ कर्मानुष्ठानेन अवगत रागादि मलः नित्यत्वादि दर्शनेन उत्पन्न इहामुत्रार्थ फल भोग विरागः शमदमादि साधन संपन्नः तम आत्मानं ज्ञात्वा मुच्यते इत्याह. Here one para gives us the entire the journey of the jiva from bondage to the liberation. आ जाओ कल देखते हैं. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे स्तुति मात्रे नमः. Now 15 minutes Gita or 20 minutes, then 20 minutes our Mukha Panchashati Parayana. The Mukha Panchashati may take little longer because bigger mantras, 100 mantras they are. Now just join for Gita in 3 minutes.